Really digital savvy.
Massive participation of technology.
Okay, what are some two key Gen Z words I can learn from you?
I'm not a Gen Z guy.
Increase your breadth of knowledge so that you're able to connect with the next
I
generation.
think these people really want to go straight to the topic.
In this conversation, we'll be talking about three things. One, the key trends in the wealth management industry. Two, how is it impacting the wealth management business? And three, importantly, what we need to do to upskill ourselves. Hello, welcome to a conversation on key wealth trends in our wealth management business. I have here with me Tajinder Singh Bhatia, who has 25 years of experience in the financial services and particularly the wealth management industry. And together we will just have a tete-a-tete on some of the key trends which we are seeing in the wealth management business. We're seeing a rise in second generation wealth, which is being handed over from the first generation to the second generation. And there is a particular trend that we are seeing that close to 80% of the second generation clients are not happy with the wealth manager who managed the wealth of the first generation. So they're looking at switching from that wealth manager to a new wealth manager. You've been right there managing all of North India and other parts of India, and therefore, how do you see this playing out? Is it real?
Yes, Sandeep, I think the point that you have raised is pretty real, and what we are clearly witnessing, basically three segment of clients that we are now witnessing across North India and India. One is obviously first set of a client who has made of its own, first generation entrepreneur, and he's been more loyal to the wealth managers that he's been dealing with. As long as they are servicing his requirement, he's been sticking around for a really long period of time. It is a trend that is changing in the second and the third bucket. The second bucket is the people who are in their late 30s, early 40s, and have made their money by virtue of doing good in their own corporations or salaries. There they are obviously looking at certain aspects of wealth manager. And the third part, which is the people who are inheriting wealth from their families, their fathers and all, there's a stark change in the way they are looking at their wealth manager. Most of these new millennials, if we were to call them, they are well educated. Most of them have probably studied from overseas, probably have also worked for 3, 4, 5 years in whichever part of the world they have studied, and have come back to take responsibility of family wealth. So once they have come back, they basically are looking the wealth management in a complete different aspect. They are looking how the wealth manager is actually aligning to their new needs, and their new needs are very simple. One, they are looking at a massive participation of technology in how the wealth management or the wealth is going to get managed. So they're looking at the outfit or the wealth manager who is very well equipped with the latest technology, yet he can explain everything in a very lucid and easy format.
Okay.
And the other thing that we are also witnessing is that are the products. They are now no longer only looking at a traditional way of managing the wealth, which was probably in their father's time a portion going into a fixed deposit or a bond or mutual funds. Since they have learned it, they have studied it overseas, and in the community that they move, they understand the need of diversification more. They are looking at a outfit or the wealth managers which can bring all those right at their doorstep. So they are willing to put a portion of their money as per their asset allocation need to certain little more risky products, as long as they are fitting their scheme of things. So no longer they're only looking at mutual fund, but they're also looking at private equity funds. They are looking at certain good unlisted ideas. They are looking to invest into some great startups, because this generation clearly believe that the next 2 decades in India will be a lot of new entrepreneurs will become big, and they want to be participating in that growth story itself. And some of them, in fact, are also running their own shop, which is not what their father used to do. So that's clearly what the trend is changing.
No, that's interesting. So that brings for our wealth managers in the industry, we have to then adapt to this changing requirements of our clients, which are, we manage the first generation, now we are managing the second generation. So some of the things which we now need to re-equip ourselves with, and I'm just thinking maybe first is to be really digital savvy, use AI as a co-pilot, increase your breadth of knowledge so that you're able to connect with the next generation. Sure. And connect is also learning a lot of behavioral skills to be able to connect with the next generation in a different way that we connected with the first generation. What are some of the other things you think all of us as wealth managers need to do to connect with the second generation?
I think once you're managing the family wealth, you need not wait for the next generation to inherit wealth to connect. I think the connect really starts from the day zero itself. Yeah. When you're connected with the patriarch of the family, at that time itself, you as a firm, as a wealth manager, you start engaging with the next generation, knowing very well that at some point of time, the next generation is going to take charge of the family wealth. I think the journey starts from there. There you need to connect, you need to understand at a very young age what that kid needs, what are his hobbies, what does he is looking to achieve, what work does excite him, and that's the time you start connecting with him. Of course, you need to be talking a lot of latest technology with that guy or that person, and at the same time colloquially learn some Gen Z words also to be associated with the Gen Z itself.
Okay, what are some 2 key Gen Z words I can learn from you?
I'm not a Gen Z guy, so we really need to...
We need to learn. Okay.
Yes, we both need to learn, and so many of our community needs to learn. Sure. But on the real note, I think once you're connected with that guy, then I think you need to bring a lot of value back on the table. Value has to align via technology, that's given. We are not going to discuss technology that bit. I think that's given that technology has to be there. These people wants to work on their mobile, on their tabs, and that's given. I think beyond that is what they are really looking is a direct conversations. They, unlike the patriarch of the family, which had probably a lot of time at his sleeve and could give you an hour or two to talk about the entire global thing, family thing, and then come to the business. I think these people really want to go straight to the topic. And when you are going straight to the topic, we all as a community need to be very well prepared what that gentleman or that person is going to ask you, be it be as simple as a AAA bond to as exotic as a startup or an unlisted idea. I think the skill set of the wealth RM needs to go really up to manage a large family inheritance. Second question, I think it's also on the absolute clarity on the inheritance bit, taxation bit, cross-border taxation and everything. I think the outfit needs to be very clear and equip their wealth managers about all these aspects, because the first thing that generally you're going to ask is the taxation bit and inheritance bit. So I think that's the clarity of thought that all the outfits and the wealth manager needs to have in the first place to strike the first conversation once that guy has inherited the wealth.
No, thank you for those insights, Teja. So we have a lot of work cut out for all of us in the industry.